braids in my head, fresh boots on my feet, and you know we keep the jewels. Whole squad of real niggas, we some certified killers, and you know we got the tools. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian, ain't shit sweet. You musta got us confused, 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 got us confused. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian, got us confused. It's the life of a priest that we go in the streets, and you know we teach the Jews. Fresh braids in my head, fresh boots on my feet, and you know we keep the jewels. Whole squad of real niggas, we some certified killers, and you know we got the tools. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian, ain't shit sweet. You musta got us confused, 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 got us confused. Nah, nigga, we ain't Christian, got us confused.
True story. The following is based off relevance. Yo. She didn't care for the Yeezys and the Jordans. Tired of the lies pastors told over organs. Her father just passed, so her heart had a dent. She would struggle with her mother to come up with the rent. Pastor only wanted dollars, something make sense. Till she heard a little story that was something like this. What's your nationality? Come and get a flyer. Do you know we got a dark-skinned Messiah? The devil is deceitful and the white man is a liar. Now she wanna study just to get her knowledge higher. A few months passed and she ain't go with her mother. Since she started learning, they would argue with each other. My mother doesn't understand, I'm not in the code. She needs to respect my decisions as an adult. This is a nice place where nobody will hurt you. Everything's so pretty and we're all wearing purple. It's been a few months, she found a man of the Lord, one who's steady in the word, always sharpening his sword. Stimulates her mind so she never gets bored. Talks to her like a princess and never like a whore. Got her thinking that there's more than only getting the draws. He's such a gentleman, always opening doors. Took her on a date, paid for everything in the stores. From dinner to Michael Kors, he's like, have it, it's yours. She can't believe it, it's all but a dream. Everything is beautiful, all peaches and cream. She says to herself, I'm happy I joined this group. It makes me feel good, I finally found the truth. These other groups always talking about polygyny, but I found a real man who says he's only into me. What a nice place where nobody will hurt you. Everything's so pretty and we're all wearing purple. One night on their way home, she seen something she ain't like when she went through his phone. Is this why you said that it's hard to take care of me? You wasn't gonna say you got a whole family? I don't understand how you think this fair to me. I've been sharing you, but you ain't been sharing me. Won't you answer me? But he's thinking carefully. He tried to calm her down, don't get hype. Couldn't defuse the situation and they started to fight. He made a wrong turn, then the left and the right. Now they was in a wooded area with not much light. How did all this go wrong? It was such a good night. Said she's gonna tell the bishop out of anger and spite. He said it's not a good idea to cause me this much strife. He should have told the truth and every lie got a price. But if it comes out to my wife, it's gonna be your life. Good night. shit.
Hold on, you belong to somebody new. 'Cause tonight you belong to me.
I'm from One West, headquarters. Follow my captain's orders. Live in the land of pain and torture. No straw, but they want their mortar. Tell Trump, fuck borders. P.S. prepare for slaughter. Never take their sons and daughters. Never give them all some return. Niggas never wanna learn. Till they laying in the urn. Babylon, Babylon, Babylon. You got to burn. Even if I gotta go with it. So fuck it, is you with it? Niggas never feel froggy, they just wanna rip it. If I see a bad bitch, then I gotta rip it. Looking like the Red Sea when I split it. Tell me why that flow's so vicious. Every time he switches, beat a nigga ass like mama did with switches. You niggas looking real gay. Where are the bitches? I mean, where are the sisters? Better stay away from witches. That's a brouhaha. Love me and she brew ya. White people he brew now. If you didn't know, then you do now. You belong to me. Hey, alright. This nigga's bonkers. From the same city as the Knickerbockers. Name ring bells from here to Yonkers. Or Nicaragua. You niggas too thirsty, you need some agua. I ain't talking fina. When they kill my dog, I ain't hear shit from Peter. These niggas talk Kent, but they really mean FEMA. Happy cut this, I got more stripes than Adidas. If you ain't a bad bitch, then get the fuck off my penis. 1-2 step with a meat tree drip. Keep my circle tighter than my meat tree is. If I don't fuck with you, you a piece of shit. When I dip, you dip, we dip, we dip. That's the type of shit that I sing to my bitch. No 6ix9ine, we don't sing no snitch. Gotta love that bass. Social distance, I love my space. Tell Karen, get the fuck out my face. We ain't never switching up on our race. You belong to me. It's you, baby. One more time. Gotta love that bass. Social distance, I love my space. Tell Karen, get the fuck out my face. We ain't never switching up on our race. 'Cause you belong to me. One more time for the ladies in the back, eh?
Alright, Shalom is real. We're at ISPK, started out of Warden West, 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And y'all know what it is. This is another workshop session. You understand? And I am the host, Captain DeGargo Boy. And we got a couple of quick articles, man, that I wanted to go over and read and share with the people, man. It's so much going on all over the earth, you understand? And I'm gonna give you two quick scriptures real quick. And this is Romans 13:11. All right, it says, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep." Man, these times here, it is high time to awake up out your sleep. You are dead asleep. Even though you woke, you walking around, you conscious, you can see, everybody, talking to you, laughing, joking, crying, whatever you're doing, you dead asleep spiritually, and it is high time to awake out of sleep. Alright, it says, "For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe." We are so close to the end now that you gotta see it. Look at what's going on. And the sad part about our people is that they look at the COVID-19, all of the deaths and everything that's going on, even the murders of our people, they're looking at that as if it's like nothing to them. Like, we shall overcome. That's what they really thinking. When you keep saying, you keep wanting to celebrate the holidays, you're going to die. You understand? And we got a couple of articles. I'll say that other scripture. But you got to turn around and see what's going on in the city right now and what's taking place, and know that this is no game, okay? Because as the COVID-19 is going up, so is the crime, man. There are a lot of different things that's happening, and I want to focus on now, as far as the people, that's catching the COVID-19, it's going up, man. It even had days where they broke the record from going to 1,500 deaths a day to over 2,000 deaths in a day, several times in November. You understand? I was going to say this month. I forgot it was December now. But they turned around and they had the most COVID deaths and the most COVID new cases in the month of November. Okay? And that is extremely, I mean, you should really see and pay attention that, you know, a lot of people are saying, that have been saying for years, especially our people, is that Thanksgiving is the day that we are thankful to God for the things that we have, and that is a lie. You understand? That is a complete, big, fat, false lie, because that day has nothing to do with God. The white man, the oppressor, has told you that day, that's what that means, you know. Thanksgiving, man. We're sitting around, we're happy, we're thankful, you know. Then they even go in the scripture and pull the scriptures where it has the word Thanksgiving. It's not talking about the day that you celebrate on November 25th, okay? And here it is now with the COVID-19 going up to where they've estimated over 50,000 children is going to die with the COVID-19. They have closed several different schools because of the COVID-19. The teachers, the staff, and the students are getting it. And this is all over. This is not just in the city of St. Louis. They had 2,000 students walk out of school in a public school here in the city of St. Louis due to COVID-19. And if you cannot see that the Lord is destroying this place and it is falling apart, you are dead asleep. All right. But this says here in this first article we got says COVID-19 hits St. Louis area's two largest police departments. One department is forthcoming with information about the spread of the virus, but guess what? Another one is not. Okay, and this lets you know that they are the devil. You understand? The president he is the devil, man. You know, one is forthcoming. They say, you know what? I ain't gonna hide it, but the other one, not so. Okay, and then you better be careful because they might not be telling the total truth about their forthcoming either. And it says, while the other refused to share information citing privacy laws, the coronavirus is continuing to spread throughout the St. Louis area's two largest police departments, leaving one department struggling to fill a detective bureau and another department coping with 10 positive cases in just 5 days. But the St. Louis and St. Louis County Police Departments differ on how they are disseminating information about affected officers and staff members. St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department referred all questions to the St. Louis Health Department. A spokesman, Harold Bailey, wrote in a statement he would not be releasing information about the affected officers because the number of cases there are small enough to allow individuals to be identified. He continued, the release of the information would be a violation of privacy laws. Bailey's statements also did not say what the city is doing to mitigate the spread. As you know, we are experiencing community spread of COVID-19, and no business is exempt from COVID-19 related issues. The Department of Health continues to encourage all businesses to follow the mitigation measures mandated in the Health Commissioner's orders and guidelines established for businesses, which are specifically outlined in Health Commissioner Order number 8. All right, and since they mentioned the business, because, you know, the police force, it is a business, you understand, an extremely evil institution, an evil business, corrupt business, you know, but, you know, nevertheless, it is a business, all right? And I'm going to pull, let me see, this article here about, one second. About the businesses that they turned around. And hold on one second. Let me find the article here. They got 5 businesses in the area that they are going to close due to them violating the COVID restrictions, and they're going to start closing down. They're already starting to sue the city, for them making them close the businesses. It's crazy. Let's see. Right. Here we come. Okay, here we go. It's taking a while to come up. Salaki, everybody. Five St. Louis County restaurants warned obey health orders or lose operating permits. And they are also putting fines in place as well. Here in the city of St. Louis, and they're doing it all over. But in the city of St. Louis, if you're caught in the public without your mask, it's going to be, I'm going to pull the article, but they are fining people for walking around without a mask, if you're jogging without a mask, whatever you're doing outside without a mask, they're going to fine you. It's all kinds of stuff that they got going on, where they claim that what they're trying to do is stop the spread of the coronavirus, and now you're going to pay as a result of it. All right. And it says here, 5 St. Louis County restaurants are weighing their options. And it says, continue to find a ban on indoor dining or be forced to close their doors completely. St. Louis County health officials sent out sternly worded letters threatening to revoke the restaurant's permits and liquor licenses as a final straw for violating public health orders. When diners are in a restaurant eating, they are not wearing masks, and this poses a clear danger of transmission of COVID-19, said Christopher Avenue with the St. Louis. Christopher Ave with the St. Louis County Health Department. Okay, how on earth are you going to eat with your mask around your mouth? That's crazy as hell. So I mean, man, that right there is just ridiculous. I mean, if you was going to do this, just close the whole business, make them close, period. Because there's no way that a person is going to eat and then cut a hole through the mask, put it aside and open it and eat and then close it back while you chew. That is ridiculous. A lot of folks better learn how to damn cook at home, eat at home. Get the experience while you can. Okay, because a lot of these restaurants, matter of fact, they have already closed over 85 restaurants in the city of St. Louis alone, and it wasn't because they forced them to. It was just that they couldn't keep up. With people not coming into their establishment anymore, with people not spending money, even when they changed to the curbside pickup and the Uber Eats and all that, nobody's really ordering any food. They're just not, So, hopefully you know how to cook, all right? Because a lot of these restaurants, they're gonna start closing them. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how you gonna, comfortably eat and enjoy yourself, you and your company, and you got to keep putting the mask on. You turn around and sip your wine or your beer, and you got to keep putting your mask back over your mouth after every sip. That is irritating. All right. Let me just jump to the next article, man. Let me jump to the next one real quick. All right. Come on. Do some math. make it pull up. All right. See, that magic work. Salaki, just kidding. We don't believe in magic. Man robs and sexually assaults 2 women in South St. Louis. And like I said, as the COVID-19 is ramping up, so is the crime here in St. Louis. Within the last 2 months, there has been a lot of murders. Of course, we have actually doubled the murders from last year. And there's been a lot of women dying too. There's been a lot of sisters being found dead in houses and alleys and shot in the face, and you understand, rape and car accidents. It's been a lot going on here in the city, you know. And I find that kind of strange, you know, to all these sisters are being murdered as well, you know, as our brothers. But like I said, but the cure is in the UPK, no doubt. All right. Let's see. 2 women told police that a man they knew demanded their property at gunpoint, then sexually assaulted them early Monday at a home in the Mount Pleasant neighborhood. The man was arrested at the scene. Police responded about 3 a.m. to a call for a holdup in the 4300 block of South Compton Avenue. There they met with 2 women who said they picked up the suspect, a 38-year-old acquaintance, and went to one of his friend's houses. While at the friend's house, the man accused the woman of stealing money from him and then allegedly pointed a gun at the women, demanding their property. The women say he then sexually assaulted them, and the women's property and a gun were recovered at the scene, police said. Okay, now this clearly, I'm sure that what was happening here was they was getting high together. You know, they were drugged up, they was getting high, and then he claimed they stole something from him. You know, because when you own drugs, man, it don't matter which one you eat, weed, crack, meth, heroin, you understand, coke, you know, what they call it, toot and blow, it don't matter, you understand, you are out of your mind. And I'm pretty sure that they was getting high, and then that happened. Now, you know, still no reason to sexually assault any woman. That's unlawful, as well as them getting high. But you turn around and, hey, you pick up strangers, you go get high, and this is what happens. All right? 14-year-old St. Louis teen fatally shot by owner in carjacking attempt. Now, this boy is supposed to be online virtually learning. You understand? And he out in the streets trying to carjack somebody. I really hate that our people do not see this marvelous light that is in the ISUPK, to where your kids won't have to go out and rob and steal. They can learn, you understand? They'll actually be safe if they came in here. You understand? But in your mind, this is a cult. In your mind, this is the place where we are wrong and men are nothing. You understand? When we are teaching our children to not sin against the Lord, number one, and how not to be criminals. But in the Christian church, Christianity is what made them a criminal. Christianity is what made him a dropout, a failure, whatever else he may be doing wrong in his life. That cult that you are in is the problem. All right? And it says, a 14-year-old boy suspected in an attempted carjacking was shot to death by the car's owner in suburban St. Louis on Sunday, November 29th. According to a news release from the St. Louis County Police Department, officers from the City of Jennings Precinct were called to a shooting at 3:47 p.m. at Jennings Station Road and Lewis and Clark Boulevard. Officers called to the gas station found a 14-year-old with gunshot wounds and a 53-year-old man suspected of shooting him at the scene. The boy was taken to a hospital where he died about an hour later, police said. The 53-year-old man was not taken into custody at the scene without incident and is cooperating with the investigation, police said. Weapons were recovered from the man and teen, according to the police. The juvenile suspected accomplice has not been found. Police have not released the names of the boy killed or the man who shot him. And according to the National Crime Victimization Survey conducted by the U.S. Department of Justice Bureau of Justice Statistics, 93% of carjackings occurred in urban areas. A weapon was used in 74% of those carjackings. Firearms is 45%, knives is 11%, and other weapons 18%. Victims were injured in about 32% of completed carjackings and 17% of attempted carjackings. All right, and this is a shame, man, that we lost a little brother, due to him trying to carjack this man for his damn car. And like I said, in Christianity, I blame your preachers. You understand? I blame your black politicians for them not teaching our people properly. The so-called leaders of the flock and the sheep don't give a damn about the sheep and the flock. You understand? The preachers do not care at all. Okay? Here we go. Here's another one. Police ID British woman killed in I-70 crossfire. Says Olivet, Missouri, a British woman was shot and killed Monday when she became. Hold on, slack your article, skipping. Man, I hate this pop-up stuff, man. Hold on 1 second, bear with me. Damn. Alright, now we got it. Okay. A British woman. What? Hold on 1 second. A British woman was shot and killed Monday when she. God damn it. Hold on. Man, this is crazy. The damn article keeps. Pop up. God damn. Let me try this one more time. Hold on with this right here. Okay. A British woman was shot and killed Monday when she became caught in the crossfire on I-70 near Olive, police said. Police said they received reports of shots being fired between two cars along the highway around 3 p.m. By the time officers got to the scene, the two cars with occupants who were believed to be firing shots at each other were gone. A dark-colored SUV was in southbound lanes of the highway with bullet holes seen in the passenger side window. Christian Whitted, 46, was inside the SUV at the time of the shooting. She was wounded and taken to the hospital where she later died. All right. And this is the caller who responded and saw what was happening and ended up calling the police. He says, the driver who called 911 said he saw two cars driving south on I-70 south of Page and Olive, and they seemed to be racing, going in and out of traffic. And at some point, they started exchanging gunfire. So that's what the person said when they had called the police, man. And it's a shame that, who this sister is, just, minding her business on her way, to work, home, or doing whatever it is, that she was doing, and ended up losing her life, Like I said, man, as COVID-19 is wrapping up, so is the goddamn crime, man. And it's like, I got like 1,000 articles, you understand, that I can read in just a short time here in St. Louis. Just since roughly about, now the COVID-19, they said hit roughly about October of last year, and it hit here roughly about February, March, real hard. And so, I mean, it's from February to now. I mean, that's not, March, say, it's not long at all. And here we got, like I said, I got literally thousands of articles about all of the people that are being shot and being killed, being raped, you understand, all types of things here during the pandemic, man. Now is the time for us to be coming together as a people, not getting in our cars, getting our guns and shooting each other. You drop that beef, and come on in the school and get your life together and learn how to be a brother to another brother or a sister, and learn how to be a sister to another brother or another sister. All right. Here's something else that happened. Let's see right here. Firefighter and wife raped girl 7 to teach her how to have a baby and stitched up her bloody wounds after the attack. Good goddamn night. That is extremely disgusting. All right. It says a firefighter and allegedly raped a 7-year-old girl to teach her how to have a baby and stitched up her wounds after the attack, according to the court documents. Aurelio Pupo, 32, and Morgan King, 27, from Apopka, Florida, are facing charges that include sexual battery of a child under the age of 12. And it says the abuse started when Pupo allegedly raped the child in a bedroom while King was present. The allegedly gruesome attack caused the child to start bleeding, but after King helped clean her up, she reportedly told the girl to take a shower and go to sleep. The victim stated King was present when this incident occurred and assisted in cleaning up the blood before ultimately telling the victim to go to shower and go to bed, the report said. Text messages obtained by police show that the following day, King texted a friend who is an obstetric, who is a nurse. I got the word obstetrics nurse, and led her to believe she was inquiring about her own vaginal tear. The friend told King to go to the doctor. However, King reportedly told her that the victim's injuries were instead stitched up. When the friend asked King who stitched up the victim and if lidocaine and anesthetic was used, King reportedly said Pupo did the stitching, according to police documents. And as for the lidocaine, King allegedly responded, "Nope, LOL." Good goddamn night. What was so goddamn funny about you and your nasty ass husband molesting a 7-year-old girl? Good goddamn night. Man, that is terrible. All right. Let's see. I think we got 1, 2 more. Another deadly shooting in South St. Louis. 3 people murdered. Alright, good. Goddamn night. I think we got one more article and then we get out of here. Alright. Man charged after woman found shot, killed in basement of St. Louis home. Police found the victim after another woman who lived in the same building reported an earlier robbery. The robbery suspect's vehicle was in her alley. A 23-year-old man has been charged after a woman was shot and killed in St. Louis on Monday. Deontay Robertson was charged with first-degree murder, robbery, and 2 counts of armed criminal action. He is being held without bond. At around 6:42 p.m. Monday, St. Louis police were called to Union Boulevard and Martin Luther King Drive for a holdup, and that's right up the street. When officers arrived, they found a 44-year-old woman who said she was robbed of $30 by a man driving a green Mercury in an alley near her home and hit her in the face with a gun. When she arrived at her house in the 5200 block of Pauline Place, she saw the same car parked near there, according to charging documents. The woman called 911 to provide a description of the car and told them it was the same person who robbed her. While she was on the phone, she reported hearing 2 gunshots. Officers responded to the scene and met the victim, who showed officers where the car was parked. While near the car, an officer saw a man come out of the rear basement stairwell of a home on the 5200 block of Pauline Place. The man matched the description of the robbery suspect, and officers briefly pursued him before taking him into custody. As officers investigated the scene, they found a .22 caliber semi-automatic pistol. One of the officers went back to the basement and found a woman suffering from gunshot wounds to the back of her head. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Her identity has not been released, and near the victim's body, officers found 2 spent .22 caliber shell casings consistent with the pistol they found. The robbery victim positively identified Robertson as the man who robbed her. Okay, now, good goddamn right. And like I said, it's a lot of, crime that's taking place, a lot of it going up, you understand, but now is not the time for you to continue to be a criminal. Now is the time to change your life. Alright, it is time for all of our people to turn around and wake up and get in this truth, alright, and drop the guns in the, well, I mean, you can keep a gun, a legal gun. Okay, you don't have to not have protection. That's not what I'm saying. But I mean, if you're out here being a criminal, robbing and stealing and killing, you understand that you need to drop that, okay? And you need to come in here and get some hope, alright? Because there is some hope. You don't have to rob anybody. I know they can cut off your food stamps. They didn't give you that second stimulus check you thought they was going to give you, or they didn't give you a check at all, alright? You come in here and you learn how to be a brother and a sister, and we can turn around and fix that. And with that, Shalom Israel.
Yeah. 1 check, 1 2, yeah. 144 back again.